Hi everyone, welcome to a new episode of the Dark Feminine Revolution podcast. So I'm feeling really inspired to speak about our creations. Um, and I've been inspired by a couple of things in regards to what I'm moving through, in regards to like things that are coming through on meditation, and then something that came through on an intake form. So as business owners, we have creations. We have like creations that we channel. That are really like it's really like these creations are our soul creations. They are what we birth into the world, to support our soul clients, to support us, and like if you're soul led to support the evolution of humanity. So for me, what I would be finding would be like that I would be getting like really, I'd receive a download and I'm like, oh my God, this is fucking amazing. Like this is wild. Like this is going to be so transformational for my clients. And then I'd put it out there. I'd be so excited when I'm putting it out there. And then I'd hear rickets and then I'd be like, okay, well that didn't work. And I've got feedback about this as well, through a mentor and then through like doing meditations as well. So there'd be rickets and I'd be like, okay, well, like let's just park that to the side. And then I just keep trying to create. Well, not trying, I would receive ideas and to create. So I was constantly in these creation modes, but I was never actually giving the creation time to flourish. I was never actually committing to the creation. I was just like thinking that like this creation, like I just have to put it out there and that's it, and that's not how business works. That's not how the business world works anymore. So what I started to notice as well, like that would leave me burnt out and drained, and it would cause like this, it was causing this stagnant, stuck energy within me. So what I we are in Venus in Capricorn at the moment for a few, I think till next week. And when I was tuning in, I done like a little reel on Instagram for when we entered in Venus and Capricorn. And when I was tuning in, it was really what came through so strongly was about commitment to creation, right? And this is what this whole episode is about. It's about commitment to our creations, okay? So are we actually committing to our creations, or are we just thinking that like we're just going to create and then that's it? And then if it doesn't work, we drop it and let it go. These are solar creations. So anyways, what has been coming true for me like extremely strongly is about devotion and commitment to my soul creations, devotion and commitment to my soul business. And in reflection, like I hadn't actually been like committing to my business, committing to my creations because I just assumed like I put all of that, like oh like God is gonna make it happen. And that's not like I'm not saying God doesn't make it happen, but I was putting all of like, like how am I going to put it? Yeah, I was putting all of like, well, I'm just gonna do something like so this is my soul creation. I'm just gonna do it like and like obviously when we are connected to our soul is basically connected to God. We are God. But like God wants me to create this, so God is going to make it happen. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, God wants me to create this, so God is gonna make it happen. But this is all about co-creation. Okay, so it's not all about like, oh, I'll just do like I receive this channel and I'll just like do a little bit, but putting everything onto God. And I'm not saying that that's not how manifestation works. That's not how life works, okay? Because it's co-creation, okay? It's co-creation. And then I was sitting in meditation and I was getting like the information and I seen the energy, I seen like the infinity sign when it was coming to creation. So what was happening to me, and like if you were listening to this maybe you can relate to this right now or at some stage in your life, or you're like no, that was never me. But I was sitting in meditation and I was shown, yeah, like obviously our creations are our soul creations, but it's about like commitment to them. So if we don't give energy to them, that they don't give energy to us. So it's that give and that receive, the infinity sign I was shown. So it's like that. Whatever energy goes where your attention flows. Okay, so whatever you give energy to will come back tenfold. And that was really like the message that I was receiving. The more you commit, the more you devote time to your creations, um, it will give back tenfold. And then I started to be shown like you need to be dancing with your creations, okay? So these are questions to ask yourself as well. So then I started like tuning inwards, and like connecting on a deeper level to my soul creations through like my sexual energy, using it intentionally to help me tap into the full power, the limitless power that my creations was actually wanting to what's the word, wanting to, oh, it's coming out of my heart, oh my God, yeah, you, oh my God, wanting to be expressed. Yeah, so how these creations wanted to be expressed. And then I was like being shown, like I'm being seen and like starting to understand, well, our creations want to dance, they want to move through us. So when we start to connect to these creations within life, these creations within business, it's like right, tuning in, and this is blending psychic energy and your sexual energy, and it's like tuning and connecting into the energy, the essence, which everything is energy, so the essence, the energy of your creations, and asking, how do you want to move through life? How do you want to dance through life? How do you want to be seen in this world? How can I express you through me? So really like going into a relationship with our creations, and how that actually like deepens our connection to what we're actually creating, but deepens it deepens our relationship to our offers, and we feel that more, we can feel like the power of our creations, the power of our offers, that we can then start translating it into the world and sharing it with people and with our soul clients. So if we have an offer and we are just letting it go and constantly trying to create and create and create, we're just burning out. But what would it feel like if we have like this offer or a couple of offers that we feel like really like, I feel like that this is like really a true soul creation. Okay, so it's not after working out this way, but how can I connect to it? How can I use my sexual energy? How can I utilize that energy to really transform it, to really refine it, to really understand it and build a deeper connection and relationship that can be transmitted out into like the world, and my soul clients will actually feel the benefits, the power, the transformation, the value that that is this creation, you know. But it takes us like it's like a relationship. The more we go deeper and intimate with a relationship, the more we understand it more. And relationships are all about give and take, because if we have a relationship and one keeps giving and one keeps taking, eventually that's gonna break up, you know. And it got me really like thinking about just an intake form, really like sparked an idea that I had in regards to creations and stuff like that. So we have like two arousal level. I don't know if it'd be a level, I would say, but two arousal points. That's not even the word. Anyways, we have spontaneous arousal and responsive arousal. Okay, so these are arousal levels. That's what it is, arousal levels. So we have spontaneous arousal and responsive arousal. Okay, so spontaneous arousal is when we just like naturally we just feel turned on, we feel aroused. You know, I do think that this is very much like when we first meet a lover or a partner, we do feel that spontaneous arousal, even when we're younger, and when we are ovulating as well. I always find that that spontaneous arousal is present. So a lot of people think that we should be constantly feeling aroused, and if we don't, there's something wrong with us, but that's not actually true. We have responsive arousal as well. So responsive arousal is really about like we respond to something that has happened that really turns us on. So for example, it could be like a text message, a dirty text message you exchange with your lover. It could be like an intimate picture that your lover shares with you. It could be like a soft touch around a body part, like it could be like that you actually and this is something that really I would recommend. So you actually intentionally schedule in a self-pleasure session or a sex session with your lover. And as you go into the session, you start to get aroused. So you respond to something, okay? So just this made me think of creation as well. So when we have this download of something that our soul desires to create, we feel very turned on, we feel very juicy, we feel like that passion is ignited within us. Okay. But if we it stops. Okay, it doesn't always stay like that because we have to start marketing it. We have to start like doing different things with it. But then if we're not getting the feedback that we desire, we just push it to the side. Okay, so let's look at like then I was like looking at responsive desire in regards to this. And so if we think of a just again going back to that, so you may not feel turned on to have sex or to have a self-pleasure session, but when you start engaging with it, you get turned on. So then it made me think the responsive desire in regards to creations, okay? So if you have a creation that you really know that is a soul desire, and you're like, no, this is like really a part of my offer suite. I know it is. It's just not working. Instead of pushing that to the side and trying to think of something new or like hoping for the next download to come in, we begin to engage, to respond to this creation. So instead of like what we could do is like go into a practice that we could go into a practice, a meditation practice of like asking the creation, how do you want to move through me? How do you want to be seen in the world? What does that look like? Tell me more. You can go into a sexual activation practice that really like amplifies the energy of our creations and helps us to understand them on a deeper level. So the responsive desire is starting to understand, connect more to your creations and understand them on a deeper level and create that relationship with them. So it was very funny because I was like, it was like all of these synchronicities were like making so much sense. So if you have an offer suite, if you have even like content as well, like that you're feeling that it's not lighting you up, it's not turning you off, it's not turning you on. Instead of like pushing it to the side, what would it feel like to actually build a relationship to go deeper with that creation? So you can start to like deliver it and share it with your soul clients. Um, and there is this deeper connection to it because if we're not connected to something, if we're not embodied in like our offer, then it can be felt, you know? So I just really wanted to share that with you. So I hope you had a couple of takeaways. But like if you are somebody who is looking to here's to connect deeper with your connection, you can ask yourself, you can ask the creation of like, how do you want to move through me? How do you want to dance through me? Who are you serving? But I have like something super exciting that can help you with this. So on the 20th of December, I am holding a live online workshop called Sexual Alchemy Workshop. And it is really it's for like soul business owners, women in business, and it is helping you. What we're going to be doing in the workshop is helping you connect to your sexual energy as a sacred portal. of connecting to your vision, of connecting to your creations on a deeper level, okay? And how to utilize, I'll be sharing with you and learning you how to utilize your sexual energy into your creations, your business creations, okay? So when we think of our sexual energy, we think that it's just for engaging in self-pleasure or sex, but so much more powerful and juicy for that. Like the power, the creative, the limitless creative power that our sexual energy holds. It can help us take our vision to the next level. So it's not like our sexual energy can be used for so much, and that's really what I want to share. So if you are somebody who is struggling with your creations, you can come to the workshop with a creation that you already have in mind, or with the intention to with just the intention on learning how to access creative energy so that you can create new offer suites. So I'm going to leave the link in the show notes, and if you can't make it live, it will be recorded. So yeah, I hope you really enjoyed this. I know it's only a short message, a short podcast, but I really felt like just a call to share it with you. So I would love, if you haven't already, if you left a review. I only have it on Spotify at the moment. I don't have an iPod. I don't have an Apple, so I don't know. I've been trying to figure out for ages how to get it on to Apple, so I don't know at the moment. But on Spotify, if you could leave a review, and if you have any like um aha moments from this, I would love to know. So have a fabulous day, everyone, and I hope you enjoy it.